The CSAT Special Forces launched a surprise attack on NATO on the 12th of May 2035. CSAT launched a massive artillery campaign against NATO's air defense, tank, helicopter, and plane assets around the island. CSAT made sure to scatter the artillery assets in small groups around the island, which made it difficult for NATO to pinpoint and target these assets. CSAT used BM-21s, 2 B-26 Grand K, and 2 S-9 Scorchers for this fire mission. NATO managed to locate some of the CSAT artillery positions and used the M5 Storm MLRS to locate and neutralize the targets. CSAT aircraft were deployed from Revere and Ferris Air Base, and the main target was the NATO Tharisha Air Base. CSAT used the aircraft fleet consisting of Su-34s and some Tu-199 and Tu-201 aircraft. NATO lost a couple of aircraft in the artillery attack, with the worst one being at the Theresa Air Base when they lost one FA-181 Black Wasp and an A-164 Wipeout aircraft.
Watch that bogeys 13550, Angel 16. Heading 340.
Okay.
Roger, same bogeys.
You're in collision now. Steering.
Okay, bogeys have jinked back at me again for the 5th time. They're on my nose now. Inside of 12 miles. Master arm on, master arm on.
So fucking shoot him! I haven't got a cone.
Got the second one.
I got the second one on the nose right now.
Hey, I'm high cover on you.
Lock him up. Lock him up.
First attack came from the Gravai Air Base with 3 CSAT aircraft against 2 NATO aircraft. 2 CSAT aircraft were taken out by NATO, one crash landed into a field, and the other one into the sea. Ferris Air Base deployed the Su-34s and some Tu-199s to destroy more anti-air assets on the South Island of NATO territory. CSAT managed to destroy a few more NATO assets but lost 2 Su-34s from getting shot down. CSAT used a heavy amount of mechanized forces to cross the border into West Altis at several points. Most of the forces are focused on the main highway to get to the capital. For this invasion, CSAT used some BMP-2Ks, BMP-1s, BTR-60PB, MSE-3s, and Zamrak infantry transport trucks to storm the border. CSAT used a little amount of helicopters, which consisted of the Ka-60 attack helicopters and the Mi-290 Toro transport. In this episode, we'll be focusing on the Battle of the Theresa Air Base. NATO had the 1st and 4th Territorial Defense Brigades to defend the airbase. They mainly consisted of small fire teams with great stealth and speed. They have a lot of anti-air and anti-tank troops, but lack the armored vehicles compared to the CSAT in this area. The 1st Territorial Defense Brigade will be located near the highway and in the city of Neotroli. The 4th Territorial Defense Brigade will be located on the town of Poli and stationed at the airbase as a last defense. Their objective is to slow down the enemies as much as possible until more reinforcements can arrive. CSAT had the 9th and 15th Mechanized Special Forces to move fast and surround the enemy. They also contained the 23rd Infantry Special Forces as backup. The 9th and 15th Mechanized Special Forces moved past the border with little resistance. NATO set up ambush positions on the highway and managed to destroy a couple of APCs. NATO set up recon forces to watch the road in giddy suits and signal the ambush team to get ready. Once CSAT APCs entered the ambush area, NATO opened up and destroyed all their vehicles. Those destroyed APCs slowed down the invading force, but the CSAT 15th moved into the town of Argoas. The CSAT 9th and the 23rd moved to try and capture the town of Neotroli, but are under heavy resistance from the NATO 1st Infantry. In this episode, we will be following the 23rd Special Forces Infantry Division to push through NATO defences in the town. CSAT set up a plan to storm the town, but the NATO has set up defences. CSAT decided to have the Arma in reserve due to NATO's success in destroying their vehicles. Going on foot was the best way forward to defeat the enemy. In the lead was the 2nd Special Forces Infantry Group to cut through the forest and get into the town. Then once a safe path was created, 5th Infantry Group will come in. The 3rd group will move through the forest to secure key roads to disallow for reinforcements. 4th Armored Division will later push forward to the factory. CSAT want to surround the enemy as quickly as possible to cut off reinforcements and also establish a new front line as shown here. CSAT forces managed to reach the forest. The second group pushes out all NATO forces from the forest using mechanized vehicles. Team 1 of the 2nd quickly push through to try to secure the main road. CSAT forces, with great losses, managed to partially encircle the enemy in the city. Now they have to hold house to house to try root out the NATO forces. NATO forces have been surrounded by CSAT in the city, and they made their last stand, but in the end they were hunted down by CSAT, and now the city is under their control. CSAT 23rd Special Forces Infantry Division now fully controls the city of New Chari. It was a bloody fight, which led to CSAT losing a lot of their men in this battle due to the human wave tactics from the CSAT commanders. NATO had less men and equipment from this battle, but managed to do a lot of damage to CSAT. So what's CSAT's next goals? They want to continue to push forwards towards the NATO airbase on the coast by taking each town by force to secure logistics routes. The NATO resistance was not expected by CSAT, so the progress has slowed down massively. The 15th Mechanized Division's mission is to continue along the highway towards the capital, follow closely behind with the 9th. NATO forces are quickly gathering their forces to try to defend from the enemy. But for now, it's not enough. So that means CSAT forces can continue to push into NATO territory.